You call these games six-pointers, and I think you've beaten a Western Conference team once this year. Mm-hmm. Are you frustrated with your performances against conference teams?
I think they're each individual and have a different story behind each one. But it's a way to move up the table, right? And if you don't take care of business like that, you're going to kind of be where we are right now, kind of just on the outside looking in. Today was a big opportunity for us to get ourselves back in the mix in there. And I thought we pushed. We wanted it. We tried. We talk about getting that first goal. And more will come after that, but you got to get that first one before it opens up.
So would you say today is a missed opportunity for your team?
Yeah, absolutely. Without a doubt, it's a missed opportunity. With that being said, I still thought we had a good performance. I thought our offense clicked very well. I thought we limited them to not too many opportunities. Some direct play that they had. And some set plays, but we defended those pretty good for the most part, so we limited them, and then we created a lot of chances. If we get that one, I think things will open up and we'll get more.
How do you feel like Plata, Jaime, and Saborio played for the first time together this season?
I thought they did a good job. I thought they did a good job, but you can still see that they're not quite 90 minutes fit, and they're having to go 90 minutes. That's tough, especially when we have to make a substitution in the back line a minute into the game. That really throws off your plans, especially using a sub in the back. So that was frustrating because I still think we could have used some fresher legs in the attack. But I thought the guys put forth a great effort tonight. We came up short.
There seemed like about a 10 or 15-minute lull late in the second half for you guys on the attack, and then all of a sudden you picked it up kind of about the time Dev came on. Do you think that added to it? Because you guys were dangerous from that point on.
I think we got a little tired. When you get tired, you don't really want to play much defense. But all of a sudden, when you get the ball, you got a lot of energy. We need to get better at that. Because those lulls can make you pay, right? And then when we do have joy with the ball, we got to make them pay. But I think we still have several guys. We still had a lot of guys out there that don't normally play 90 minutes, and credit to them for sticking it out. I mean, that's part of getting back to game fitness as well. But I thought Luke and John did a good job in the midfield. John doesn't play 90 minutes every week for us, and he went 90 minutes and did a great job for us. And I still think we're getting to 90 minutes fit.
How did it come about that Nick Raimondo was here?
Well, he was supposed to be here the whole time. We had been in communication with U.S. Soccer, and we're trying to get both of them back. We knew Nick was coming back the whole entire time, and it was still up in the air if Kyle was going to come back. But they have a few players that have some injuries on the national team, and they couldn't afford to let Kyle go. So it is what it is.
Another penalty conceded. Is that frustrating?
Yeah.
I think that's 5 in 7 games.
It is, because the play, should have been taken care of earlier, but when you let the ball bounce a couple times and one offensive player versus 2 center backs, it's those little things. It's about being fatigued, but you can't be mentally fatigued. And we, I would have never thought we were going to lose that game. And sure enough, we almost did. And then we almost won it a little bit later than that. It's definitely a coaching point, and it's something to learn on. Thank goodness this is one of the few times that we haven't paid for our mistakes. Typically, we've been paying for our mistakes. In this game, we didn't pay.
Was it a typical RSL Rapids match, rivalry game? Did you notice the intensity, chippiness at all?
A lot of new players. And I think some of them don't actually know quite what the rivalry is. But I believe the first half was extremely chippy. and I thought our guys dealt with that well. But it was two teams that were battling. I think we were a bit more aggressive than they were, and we just didn't put it in the back of the net.
You have 9 days off now before the Open Cup game. Do you expect to give guys time off, maybe to go clear their minds?
Yeah, we're giving them off till Thursday. Then we're going to train through the game versus Seattle 2 on Tuesday. I think the guys need to recharge their batteries a little bit. We're going to have workouts for them to do, especially some of them. But it's important. I don't think we're going to have another weekend off the rest of the year, and we have a very busy schedule.